Harihi Om. Welcome to my SQ series all about God. We are trying to answer the question, what is moksha? What is liberation? This question came up because we said, as per Purusha Sukta, Bhagavanta is Mukta Niyamaka, Amritatvasyeeshanaha, Amritatvaha. Those jivas which are liberated, for that also Bhagavanta is Ishaha. He is the controller. So then we said, if he also controls us in moksha, why is it called a liberation? Liberation generally means not being under anyone's control. So it is important to know what is moksha or what is liberation from the perspective of the Veda Shastra. This is not just an English word, liberation, in the current context, but in the context of Vedic scriptures, what is liberation? What is moksha? Let us recollect our discussion on the nature of the soul. We said soul is made up of three components, the trigunas, sattva, rajas and tamas. Depending on whichever quality, whether it is sattva, rajas or tamas, whichever is in the higher proportion, that soul belongs to that particular category. This could be sattvic soul, rajasic soul or a tamasic soul. So every soul is unique, is what we understood in our earlier discussion. We have studied the science in our schools that each one of us are unique. When you sign up for buying a property or when you sign up for any agreement, the legal agreement, if you cannot put your signature, what do? We put our thumb impression. Why is that? Because no two thumbs are same as per the modern science. Even when you go out to make an Aadhaar card, you give your thumb impression, your retina, because everything about the person biologically, the identity is unique. Same is true with our soul, that every soul is unique. It is true as per modern science, it is also true as per the Vedic scriptures. It goes much beyond the modern science. Originally, every jiva in its jiva swarupa is pure bliss and knowledge. But because there are many layers of ignorance, we cannot experience that. This is also something we understood when we discussed about the nature of the souls. When one internalizes this knowledge over many births and deaths, over many janmas, and experience whatever is learnt in Shastras and gets that Bhagavad Anugraha, this ignorance is removed. The layers of ignorance gets destroyed and the soul experiences that eternal state of bliss and peace. And this state of bliss is what is called the moksha. This is called liberation. Now comes the question, what is the quantity of bliss? Is it common for everybody? We know every soul is unique, and because every soul has an innate quality, it also has the innate capability. Some people can eat 2 idlis, some people can eat 10 idlis, some people can eat 50 idlis. Similarly, a soul is capable of, let us say, 100 units of bliss. Another soul is by nature capable of 500 units of bliss. Someone else could be 1 lakh units of bliss. What is moksha is you becoming yourself. The self is that pure self, which is the experience of bliss, which is the quantity of bliss, which is your capability. A bulb with 20 watts can only take 20 watts. Even if you give 100 watts to it, it will get burnt. So what is natural? When you are full to your capability, that is when you are really blissful. And that is exactly is the state of moksha. Being aware of that Bhagavanta in a blissful state, in all the actions as per our true nature when we exist, that is the moksha. Now tell me, if moksha is being aware of our antaryami all the time, who is controlling that capability? Who is giving you, if you are a 20-watt bulb, exactly the 20 watts of power? It is that Bhagavanta inside you. When I say Amritatvasyeeshanaha, it does not mean he is controlling you, not moving here and there. He is giving you that source of bliss. He is giving you that source of knowledge which you are experiencing, which is your true nature. Since there are so many souls having different capabilities of that knowledge, different volumes and quantities of that knowledge and bliss, there is gradation, taratamya, even in moksha. One may ask, okay, here already people are discriminating. In this world, of course, there is a gradation, there is discrimination. Why even in moksha there is gradation? The real reason for the gradation is, here when somebody looks down upon you, you will feel sad. But when you are full, when your stomach is full, you will not feel hunger. If someone else is having food more than what you can eat, you will not be jealous of that person. And the reason for the gradation in the moksha is, if the lower ones have to serve the higher ones, it is never wrong. Serving someone who is more knowledgeable than you is in fact a bliss when they actually experience that knowledge. There is no ego there. In Mukta Loka also, there is inferior and superior difference, which is actually good. And there is no enmity, there is no jealous, there is no negative things, because if you have it, you don't achieve that state of moksha. The question that comes is, in our world, in this world, it is okay, there is discrimination and someone will look down upon the other person. We tolerate. At least when we go to moksha, everybody should be equal. At least we should be treated equally. That is what is the expectation. Why is there a gradation in moksha? To know the answer, watch the next video. Naham karta, hari karta, tat puja karma chakhilam, harihi vu.